Who wants to talk about their love lives?
Can you talk about something that doesn't exist? At least for Harper.
That is a philosophical question.
The beginning to Meg's essay on...
What is the sound of one hand clapping?
Actually, Leo can do that. He can clap with one hand. Yeah, like that, but a lot louder.
Yeah.
That's not the point.
I mean,
for Harper, at least, love, no one told her, like, because gladiators can have families, they can have their own lives, but Harper was very focused on fighting, so she just didn't have much exposure to romance and to... there was, like, crushes, but nothing serious. It was still more just that infatuation, and nothing she really posed as, like, I like this person, I want to kiss this person, I want to hold hands with this person. So she just found romance as a distraction, and any feelings she just, like, put away until they disappeared, and so she's
a little bottled up bottle of love.
Yeah.
That's what I'm writing here for
yes.
my notes.
Bottled up bottle of love.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm sure she's very good at compartmentalizing emotion because she has to compartmentalize the emotion of, like, killing somebody.
Yeah.
So she's probably also really good at compartmentalizing, like, the emotion of, like, loving somebody.
Yeah.
Because then she's just like, well, I can't deal with this right now because I have to deal with this other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because that it's been the fight or flight, it's going back to that survival again. So it's like, I can't think about loving this person because this person might die. So... yeah, that's also
and that's
partly...
the only place where she meets people is in the gladiator.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, yeah.
So that's part of the reason why she doesn't have many friends, because within that circle of the other gladiators, it's, you know that it's hard to get close with people, because even the people that you might like, you have to kill as well. So, or at least fight and hurt, and yeah. So it's easier as a community for people just to kind of isolate themselves. Within the clans, it's a little bit like people train with each other, but it's still like a partnership kind of thing of, I'm going to use you and I'm going to pretend to hit you and you're going to pretend to hit me, kind of, yeah.
Makes sense. How about you guys?
I mean, I think Bree feels pretty, she's got a lot of complex feelings, I think, when it comes to romantic love. I think physically, in terms of her physical love, she's pretty open. She's a very, like, open person. To her, that feels safe and it feels freeing. Romantic love, I think she fantasizes about the idea of romance, but she doesn't oftenly delve into the romantic side of things. And
it's hard to open up.
Yeah,
it's hard to trust.
Yeah, I think for Bree, she is quite romantic, actually, but she tends to turn away because of her difficulty trusting. And she definitely uses physical love as a way to feel close to people, and occasionally to manipulate people. And she is also just a very physical person. She's very comfortable when it comes to her physicality and very unashamed of her body and stuff like that. So for her, love usually tends to be more physical than anything. And then for it to be like emotional and romantic, it's like, that's a lot. But she definitely has that. I mean, like I said, with her partner
Alara.
back in Waterdeep, Alara, and with like a few of the people at the brothel, she definitely she's more open with. But I don't think she's really met anyone yet that she's fully... I mean, obviously her group of friends she's pretty close to, but, you know, obviously she's even kept some secrets from them, because she is...
They're all keeping... I don't think you've even told anyone that you're part Alpha yet. I think that just happened.
Oh, yeah.
None of our characters know?
Yeah.
Well, don't we know that she's... Well, we should know...
You guys know that she's Avari, but it was during her, like, communion where she learned that she has Alpha bloodline.
She's part Alpha, and we don't know that.
Yeah, no.
We just know that she's an Avari druid, so her connection we probably think is more through that than anything.
Yeah, so although I did just use the Alpha magic in the forest, so that might... Well, you wouldn't know that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You guys might suspect, like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, you guys would have been like, oh, she's
singing.
Maybe it depends on all of what we know of like druids, which for us wouldn't be much. I would say the person that would be closest to maybe understanding that magic would be Harper.
Yeah.
Simply because she's spent longer in the forest. But yeah, so that's definitely her. I mean, obviously, you know, she has her people that she's definitely already physically close to in the forest. Still shipping that Bruto romance.
Yeah, I'm shipping it hard. Yeah. I think Brie and Bruto make a great combo. Burrito.
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 I love it.
Burrito.
Burrito.
I want to go home.
But first you have to tell us about Zara and how she feels about
I don't
that.
actually want to go home. So...
Burritos.
Oh my god. So, Zara... as with everything else, Zara has not really cottoned on to the idea that she gets to do what she wants. So she has tended to, you know, like her context growing up was, you know, her parents who are, you know, a man and a woman. A lot of the examples she saw around her are, you know, heterosexual couples. You know, she dated people. She tends to... Like, I think she's maybe the opposite of Brie in some ways because she tends to get emotionally invested more easily, but has sort of like a hesitation around like the physical piece.
Anti-Brie.
She's the anti-Brie. Well, I don't think she's she's not like asexual in any way. She's
like an antithesis though to Brie.
Yeah, I guess.
From a different side.
Yeah. And she... Like, and it's not because of, like, any particular trauma or anything. It's more just, like, she, like, I think she just doesn't... I think she has, like... I think that the imposter syndrome that she feels around, like, achievements and around that kind of stuff kind of inflects on her ability to be physical. I don't think she, like, she's, I don't think she's insecure about how she looks. I just don't think that she's really thought a lot about how she looks, right? Like, I think because she's been so focused on, like, this achieving this goal that isn't even really her goal, that she hasn't just really paid attention to that a lot because she has been raised in the context where, like, that's sort of a distraction from the real work. And so as she...
I feel like there would also be complications with that as well after that, like, professor acted inappropriately towards her. Like, I feel like that would give her this, like, second doubt of being like, wait, but I was working so hard to finish grad school, but you only noticed my looks, something that I've never paid attention to. You know?
I think that was just such, like, a complete, like, worldview breaking thing for her, because she's like, what do you mean you think, like, what, like, she just, it's just not even in her context. She's just like, but that's not what this is. Like, and she's almost just confused as to why he does think this, because she just doesn't think that way. And again, it's not that she's asexual, she doesn't, like,
it's not an awareness that she has yet.
But she's...
I mean, I think the other thing you have to think about too, right, is that, like, the way that Brie's approaching it is, like, that is the way she feels comfortable feeling close to people because she has that wall around the other side.
Right.
And likewise, when you have a wall around one side of yourself, something else has to open up so you can still connect. Right?
Yeah.
So, just on the other side of it, maybe.
Yeah. But then when she does feel comfortable with somebody, when she, like, then, you know, she's totally, like, able to... like, have a perfectly normal relationship. But I think that she hasn't really, just as she hasn't really paid attention so much to her looks, she just hasn't really paid attention to, like, what she actually wants, like, in a relationship context. So,
or in, like, a career context.
Yeah, or, like, in any context. And, like,
God,
so
she's
got, well, she's me too in some ways, but, I think that she wants to, she wants to love somebody, and she has been in love, and she wants to know, she wants to be in love in a way that she wants, and she's only now learning that she's allowed to want what she actually wants, as opposed to what she's told that she wants. And
sort of discovering what she wants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So she's, like, discovering what she wants, and she's surprised by this Harper thing, because she's like, oh, this is a woman. I didn't even know that this... It's not that she's encountered, like, people who are gay before. She's encountered people who are queer. It's just more that was sort of outside of her context. And so the idea that this is something that she, not only that she wants, but that she's allowed to want is, like, a whole thing for her. And so I think that's one of the reasons she's so awkward around Harper, is because she's like working on the idea that like she's allowed to want. Mm-hmm. And also I think she understands that Harper's younger than her, mm-hmm. and feels a little weird about that because she doesn't want to be the professor who like, right, like
inappropriate.
Yeah, even though like it's, you know, it's 10 years and they're both adults, but she definitely
wants to make sure there's consent.
Yeah, but she also wants to make sure it's not gross. Like she wants to make sure that Harper is even capable of giving consent. And frankly, I'm not even sure that she wants anything to happen. I think she's just like kind of exploring like this flirtation as something that is helping her understand what she wants, as opposed to like something she needs to act on.
I think that's interesting because I feel like Bree knows what she wants, but she finds it hard to actually like believe that what she wants is possible. Like a lot of her like fears lie in like when she meets someone that she feels attracted to and like feels this very strongly. I think she has more of a tendency to draw back from those people because she has so many trust issues with like what happened to her parents and all of these things.
And sleep with their subordinate instead of actually with Bruto.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, you know, the more power someone has, the more she feels something for someone, the less likely she is usually to trust. And so, I think even looking back on the people that she's left behind in Waterdeep and like her connection with Alara, I feel like that was a connection. Like they probably have like some kind of a grandiose love story that would have made her have that trust, because otherwise it's very hard for her. She would actually rather, the closer she feels to someone, move back, because she feels like the people that she feels close to, she pulls them in, and then there's the chance that, you know, they might go and like do something to backstab her.
As someone who has borderline personality disorder, I totally understand that.
Yeah.
So basically Bree is avoidant attachment and Zara is anxious attachment. It like to use the parlance of attachment theory. And Harper, I think, is
Harper's the best.
securely
Harper's
attached.
so cool.
No, but she would not be securely attached.
Also,
I think
in
she's
the
also
chat,
avoidant, but in a different way.
Chadwick is saying that the character of Zara sounds like a tsundere. What is a tsundere?
I don't know what a tsundere is.
So like tsundere, like the
what?
like TSUNDERE.
Yeah.
Tsundere, like that thing.
Yeah, sure.
What is that?
What is it?
I know how to pronounce it in Japanese, but
He
I don't
said
know.
It's
I don't know
hard
what
on
that is.
the outside, soft on the inside.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's more Brie though, isn't
And
it?
Sapphic says maybe a bit aloof. And then Madwick says aloof. Like the French says
Être dans la lune.
Oh.
Something about the
to
moon?
be like the moon? To be in the moon.
The moon is pretty aloof. It's always like hanging out over there. Can never get to it.
Yeah. Is that what that means? To be in the moon?
Yeah, I think so.
To be
Face
in the
out
moon, or
sometimes
on the
for
moon?
no reason.
To be on the moon, I think Dawn is on.
Inside.
Oh, to be in the moon.
Yeah.
Oh. That's like a way prettier way of saying aloof.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like so, me or Brie?
I think he said it during your
I think
thing.
you.
Interesting.
I
I guess kind of yeah.
I don't think I would not describe Brie as being aloof.
No.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, Brie's like
She's not aloof.
Yeah. No, I
Brie
guess
like
I
shows
sort of
up and she's
that.
like, I'm here.
She's like a loofah.
She's a loofah.
Like she's all up
she's
there.
She, like,
she's
scrubs
rubbing on
people.
everybody. Yeah. She's rubbing up on everything.
Well, that's a way.
Question.
Yes.
Or no, not question. Observation.
Harper
So
is
like,
Harper.
from what I hear of your description of Zara, what I'm getting is that like, it's almost like she picked up this thing from her parents, who were both like hyper focused and like very singular in their thinking, like work, and she also picked up singular thinking, but now she's expanding her mind and she's like seeing that there it's not just black and white. There's like a lot of things in between and around.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to What Will for saying that there's so much culture and class in this chat.
We are a CCC, a cultural classy chat.
Yay!
Roll for insight.
Roll for insight.
Roll for insight.
Join us where we
Roll for
talk
group
about
therapy.
Yeah, roll for group therapy. Where we
Yeah.
talk about our characters.
Yeah.
But actually, we're talking about ourselves.
Except
But
I
not
don't get
really.
to talk
Yeah.
about my characters.
But you could.
You're like
Nobody
you're the
asks
therapist.
questions about Bruto.
You're the therapist.